Woody, you talked about, nights like this and how special they can be, and you got one of those, not just for one, but both of your guys making their big league debuts. What was that like for you?
That was awesome. We've obviously had a few of those over the last couple of years, but for two of our first rounders to make their debut on the same day, and I think just I got so many calls and texts, and just how, I guess, just the whole organization, how proud they are of these two guys. And I told you before the game, like Bubba, everything I had heard from Bubba about him was that, the thing that kind of stands out is like he's the most liked guy on every team he's ever played on. And it isn't because he's like super happy-go-lucky. It's, the way he plays, it's everything he does, in between the lines, outside the lines. And then Cole, you heard our pitching coordinators, their description of him. One of our guys said he was the most prepared pitcher they've ever sent us, to pitch in the big leagues. And, to hear how his pregame meeting went with Doug and Sags and how he took ownership of it from the second they got into that meeting. He knew everything that he was going to do to every hitter, and just really, really prepared, and just special kid, man, both of those guys.
And it's not like we talked about before the game. It's not like this White Sox lineup was like the perfect. This is a really a great way to start out a kid's big league career.
It's probably the hardest landing you can have in the big leagues right now. I mean, realistically, like for a left-hander, I don't know how we lined it up that way, but we threw three of them at him today. But Cole was, and he had, put some guys on, some tough walks there to start some innings. But man, he was just, the composure that guy had out there, in his first big league start against that lineup. He told me before the game, or yesterday, we were talking a little bit, and he goes, yeah, I just got to kind of, get past who these guys are sometimes. I faced, and he named some hitters in AAA that were not great big leaguers. They were big leaguers in the past, but not great ones. He goes, yeah, I got kind of, had to get past that on some of these guys, and he named these guys off. I'm like, well, you're about to face some pretty big names in Chicago. Like they got some pretty good ones. But to get his first strikeout, Eloy, that'll mean a lot to him. But man, really impressive start today.
You said you were hoping for a spark. Did you get a spark?
Yeah, 3-6 down the line was a spark. Yes, for both guys. I think just him getting through that first inning, Bubba getting his first at bat, then getting his first hit in a big spot. I'm still debating the other one might have been a hit, so we might have a different first hit if I can get that one changed. But the bunt, in a big spot, does a good job obviously, and no chance on him at first base, and set up the winning run really. With Simeon coming up next.
Was it 3-6? I thought I saw something that indicated it was faster than that.
I don't know. I just saw somebody just showed me the time. It was like the fifth fastest in the big leagues this year.
Right.
In his first game. There's probably more to come on that front.
Else?
So I know it's Ragans and Bubba night, but Jonathan Hernandez looked pretty closer-ish to me tonight.
Thanks.
How important is that for you guys?
Yeah, it's huge. Clearly we need that right now. We need a stabilizer down there, and I think we're going to give that a run. He's obviously got closer stuff. I love the mentality that he has. He's very aggressive and wants to attack guys. And, the more he's in that situation, or in just high leverage in general, he'll learn to calm down and control his emotions out there. But today was, he had a left-handed hitter and then two of their best hitters at the top lineup, and they weren't even close. I think the slider honestly changes things. People know he throws hard, and it's a 100-mile-an-hour sinker. But when he has a slider shape like that, he's worked really hard on that in his time, especially with all the rehab outings in AAA. That was probably the one we were waiting to see the most come around. But when he can execute it like that to the right-handed hitters, I feel bad for him sometimes, because they're probably going to either break their bat or miss the slider, because you can't hit both. And what he did to Tim Anderson. Tim Anderson's one of the best contact hitters in the game and one of the best hitters in the game, and he got him pretty good tonight.
Okay. Thanks, Woody.
I don't. He'll be back, though. I promise you that.
Coming in here.
Thanks, guys.